Yeah, I gotta see how clean this truck is. Still, even though I just spilled some water on top. But this is from over the weekend when I put down the wax on there. So as you guys can see, I have not touched it. It is dirty though. When you come up close, you can see a little bit of dust on there. But this is how that stuff really works. Like I mentioned to you guys, how I'm able to keep my truck as clean. Give you guys a little walk around, show you. How clean she look. Nice and clean still. Even though I'm at the car wash, I haven't touched anything. But this is what we're gonna be talking about today, y'all. I know y'all see something. It's a little bit different. About to hop in real quick. It's super loud outside. Man, I want you guys to just really look at this view right now, y'all. This is from like a POV, so I'm trying to give you guys a little POV. So this is a huge difference. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like just seeing how this turned out really made me like really fall in love with my truck once again. It's crazy though, man. This is not even like a huge upgrade. I mean, but it's pretty like this one of these upgrade that a lot of people overlook, I'll say, but it's crazy though, y'all. All right, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. Good afternoon to y'all, and today I'm gonna really talk about, because I didn't really fully get into deep detail on had the chance to really talk about this steering wheel pretty much since I installed it yesterday. Got done a little bit late doing it, but it wasn't a big deal, I ain't gonna lie. But gotta turn the music down. Wasn't really a big deal, but honestly, I could say it was like a pain to install this on my truck yesterday. I don't know what it is, but every time I tell myself, whenever I'm working on this truck, that everything gonna go as planned. Whenever I say that, it never do. I don't know why. Never ever really do. Anytime I'm doing any kind of work, I realize I gotta stop doing that, man. But it is what it is, man. If you guys on the channel, y'all seen my upload yesterday installing my new carbon fiber steering wheel. Need you guys to do me a favor. Support the channel. Don't hate, man. Appreciate, support the channel. I would definitely appreciate that. But long story short, like, if you got a Ram, you plan on doing this. This is me just being honest, giving you guys like my own personal opinion and stuff like that about the Fitment, and pretty much installing this, like the time frame, and overall what I really think about it, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video as I drive. So right now, what I could say, we're going to talk about how I feel about the Fitment, to be honest. It's the first thing I want to talk about, because I noticed this, right? Yesterday when I was, converting everything over to like the actual new wheel on a truck, everything fit, but like it fit. It's like obviously it is a direct fit, but what I could say, like how the OEM steering wheel itself fit, it doesn't really sit as well, but it's not like anything noticeable, or it's not like any kind of issue, to be honest. For me, honestly, like I just try to get it in as as tight as I could, and the gaps is like, they got like just like a very tiny gap. Not really much of a big difference though, but you could really tell how OEM, like the OEM ones, you could tell from the gap how it is. But I must say though, I give it like a 8 out of 10 with the Fitment. Wasn't anything like hard for you to do. Just pretty much you just moving everything over from the whole steering wheel and stuff like that to like the new one. Now, time frame doing this, if you're gonna do this yourself, what I could tell you is, if you're gonna do this yourself, I mean, depending on you, like your knowledge and stuff like that, how well you know about cars and stuff. Me, I'm like, I say me, I'm like in the middle. I wouldn't say I'm an expert or beginner or something like that, but I'm kind of like in the middle. So kind of know what I'm doing, kind of don't. Still gotta go back, you know, try to watch some clips and stuff to see, you know, how to remove certain things and stuff like that. But installing time really took me like roughly, I would say if this was, if I had like the knowledge on me doing this before, like this was my first time doing this, like now I have like I know exactly how to be able to take this apart now that I did it the first time. So if somebody who really have like a knowledge on doing like took apart plenty of steering wheels and stuff like that, roughly it's probably gonna take them probably a good solid 45 minutes, 40 minutes or so. With me, it took me a little bit longer. It took me like 2 hours to do that. Is because number one, I had like the wheel. I didn't have like a steering wheel puller, and then also the freaking airbag itself, where you gotta unlatch the clips on the airbag. That is just like in a blind spot. You can't even see ish. And the thing too is like, you have to take your time trying to find. It's like you pretty much going off your feeling how, like if the key itself is sitting in place, then you gotta lift it up to be able to release like the clips and stuff to let out the airbag and stuff. But honestly, it's on a scale of 1 to 10 on like the difficulty of you installing something like this by yourself. Really, I'll say like it's like a 3. I'll say 3, 4. I'll say. And just the fact that it's freaking, it's like the airbag. That's like the only thing that take a huge time for you to be able to do. Some people do it quick. I've seen, there's a video I was watching, a guy that did it. He was like, took him like a couple, maybe a minute or two to do it. Or for me, it was my first time doing it. So, but now I know exactly how to take it from apart. So it wouldn't really take me as long as it will. If you guys are wondering, you know, about doing the same thing, you know, like doing the same thing on your truck too. And then another thing to clarify, if you're doing this, my truck is a 2014 Ram 1500. This is an Express. So this doesn't have like the heater wheel option, all that fancy stuff in the steering wheel. If your truck have that, then it's gonna get a little bit complex, but it's not rocket science. It's just you swapping stuff over. So everything has a screw that you could be able to take from apart pretty much. Doesn't require any kind of like hard thinking or anything like that. But I'm just saying, because you will have more to take off your steering wheel compared to me, where my truck just has like the horns and it has like the buttons on there. Pretty much the buttons plug in, they plug in. It's a wire that's on there that stays on the thing. But once, like, you don't have the option, or like what I did when I was doing it, I didn't really take everything from apart. Like, there's 2 ways for you doing this. When you doing this, you can take the wires, all that stuff out. But like the steering wheel itself, like the cover that's on top that holds the button and stuff, that cover could come off with the back one at the same time. You just gotta move, like you just gotta, you know, it's like a tight space. You just gotta try to move it through the steering wheel, the top of it. And pretty much everything will come off together instead of you taking everything from apart. That's what I end up doing, and it ain't really took me that long because my truck doesn't have all that fancy stuff on the steering wheel. So, but just to clarify, if you plan on doing this, you could do it yourself, bro. This stuff is not rocket science, you know. Stuff only become hard if you think of it, if you yourself think about it being hard. To be honest, that's how I look at it. You know, anything I do, they're only gonna get hard if you look at it like, damn, so it's, you know, it's something hard for you to do, pretty much. But I mean, that's pretty much it though. But overall, I think I spent somewhere around how much I paid for the steering wheel itself. I think I spent, I'm trying to think though, I think it was like four something, I think. Yeah, I think it was like around like 4 something. I think, yes, it had to be like close to 5 though. I know it was somewhere around 4, and I paid for it. It took probably at least a good 1 week, one week and a half probably to come in. and quality of everything overall. Like, I'm looking at the carbon fiber, everything looks legit. Nothing really weird about it. You know, I looked at the reviews before I bought them, and a lot of people you know, had good reviews about this steering wheel. And it's crazy though, man. One thing I can say though, this stuff definitely give a completely different like outlook on everything, man. I'm about to give you guys a little POV of me driving, just so you guys can see. Yo, just to take a look. Super bouncy right now, man, but just to see how the truck look on the inside with this steering wheel, it just make everything look so much more like good in my opinion. Like, it doesn't look plain no more. Like, the steering wheel I had on here had like couple like rips on there. It was just kind of like old, had a little bit of stain on there. Now it actually looked like an actual race truck a little bit to me. Like, the vibe is given. The steering wheel actually match now with everything that's in the truck, to be honest. Like, how it looked before, like the actual OEM steering wheel that was in the truck before, to me personally, it ain't really give off like that race truck look. But this thing fit my hand super. Like, it's mad comfortable, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's way more comfortable. Like, you guys know how it is when you driving like with just like a regular older, let's say like an older vehicle, how they built them steering wheels. It doesn't have any kind of grip on there. Like, how your hand feel when you turn in and stuff like that. It's kind of like make it a little bit challenging for you to be able to turn. Now with this like steering wheel, it's very easy to make it like for you to turn, because you have grips. It have grip on the side. It make things a little bit more spicy, I'll say. But I like it, or I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like it 100%. My ride is super bumpy right now, y'all. I'm on one of the worst road right now where I'm at. Hate driving on this road. But I could say though, like, just to see how this look, man, like this feeling feels so good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can understand why when you modify your car one time, it becomes like a pattern where you want to keep adding more stuff, because it make the car feel, you know, you fall. It's like every time you modify a car, to me, honestly, it's like I fall in love with it once again, just how it was when I first picked it up from like the dealership, like the first day I bought it. Honestly, that's how I feel with every mod, every touch I add to this truck. It's exactly how I'm feeling like right now. Feel like a kid in a candy store, pretty much. You know, like that feeling feel good though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But you guys gotta let me know, man, what you guys think about this. I don't know if you guys fuck with it or not, but I do. Definitely like this view though, man. Make me want to drive this truck even more now, y'all. Make me want to drive even way more. But yeah, y'all, it's just one of them touches where it's like one of them little touch that you add to a vehicle where a lot of people sometimes overlook stuff like that. But I could see, like, it's one of them things where it's 100% necessary, man. Like, definitely necessary, man. I ain't gonna lie. But I would say this is a 10 out of 10. I'm glad I did this. Very happy with how it came out, man. Very happy with how it came out. Now the next biggest thing I gotta do to this truck, gotta get this truck on a custom tune. Drive like the truck drive good right now, but with a custom tune, it's gonna spice things up 100%. I'm guarantee you guys that, man. Even with this truck being a stock truck now, it's gonna spice things up, man. But that's gonna be like the next thing I'm planning on doing with the truck. But right now, man, I had a long night yesterday after work. You guys know, when you plan on working on a car, doing something that you want to do, especially on a work day, and then you thinking that it's gonna be one and done, like quick little one and done step, and it ended up turning out to be a nightmare for me. I was this close to giving up, but I do not give up. Whatever I do, man, I can't give up, man. That's what I always tell myself. Keep that in mind. Whatever the F you do, you cannot give up. You gotta keep going. That's it. That's the mindset you gotta have. You gotta keep going. Gotta keep going, man. But the crazy thing is, I've really felt like, I know I'm talking a lot, but I really felt like giving up yesterday to the point where I was gonna wait till today and finish off because it was starting to get dark outside. But now I'm like, damn, I'm actually really trying to see how this wheel gonna look on the truck when I'm driving. I really want to experience that feeling. If I give up now, I'm not gonna be able to experience that feeling tomorrow after work. So I'm like, you know what? Let me keep going along, going along with it. But like I said, this is not something that's hard. Anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. If you got basic knowledge of, you using your hands and stuff like that to fix things, you should be fine. Should be fine. But if you got a Ram, I would recommend you got to get you one of these, man. I think these fit. They have these for third generation Ram also. So if you guys got a third generation Ram, get you one of these, or fourth generation, fifth generation. Definitely would recommend. Get rid of your boring steering wheel you have in your truck now. I guarantee you it's gonna spice it up a whole lot when you add this nice carbon fiber steering wheel in your truck. Definitely gonna be worth it. But you guys gotta do me a favor. I'm done yapping. You guys gotta do me a favor. If you're on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Like, try to help your boy out, man. Ain't too many Ram channels out there, so you guys, if you fuck with me or whatever, this and that, even if you don't, hit that subscribe button, help support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe.